Hey, what's up, music world, and welcome to another Play Ones. I am August C. Jones, and I'm giving y'all my first thoughts on Habibti, Drake's new album. Well, one of his new albums. And so I already put out a video of Iceman giving my thoughts on that one. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to be talking about Habibti. And so I listened to that yesterday. I still have not really listened to Maid of Honor. I skimmed through it, but I didn't really give it a hard listen. So I'm not going to talk about it on this video. I'm going to make a separate video for that. But Habibti, that album, honestly, I really liked it. I'm not even going front. I really liked that album. It kind of had an like a 90s R&B type feel to it. And I was hearing people saying that, like, oh, that's more like the international. Like, no, this is kind of more of like a R&B sounding type of record. Like, it was, I liked it. And it was only 11 tracks. Which Iceman, which I forgot to mention in the other video, was like 18 tracks. This was only 11 tracks. So it's not a long listen. You can get through it like quickly, which is a plus. But this album, honestly, I really liked it. I listened to it twice, and I kind of let it play in the background, just kind of like what I did with Iceman as of like me recording this. I listened to it straight twice, and then I let it play in the background for a little bit. But honestly, this is an album. Between this and Iceman, this is an album that I will go back and listen to. I really like this album. I thought that it was way better than Iceman. And that's nuts. And I know a lot of people saying across the board, like, oh, this is all mid, this is da-da-da and all this stuff. But me personally, I really liked it. It had a good feel to it. It was like, yo, I like the shit that he was doing with it. Slap the City. I really liked that song. I really did. Like I said, it had, like, if you know me, maybe a lot of people don't know about this because I'm very introverted, but I like a lot of early to mid 90s kind of R&B stuff, like SWV, Tevin Campbell, Jodeci. I like a lot of that, and this put me in that space of that type of music, that type of sound, that type of vibe, and I really liked it. And I listened to a lot of slow jam R&B type songs, so this is right up my alley. And so I really like what he did with this. I really did. And I feel like when it came to these surprise 3 albums, I didn't know what to expect. After hearing what a lot of people were saying about it online, I'm like, this might be kind of mid, because, you know, it was like Iceman, I liked it, but I didn't think it was the greatest. I felt like he could have went a little bit harder, had, like, you know, a lot more, just like, I don't know, he could have did better with the rapping and this and that and everything else, but I liked it nonetheless. It was pretty decent. But this one, I'm just listening from track to track. Even the intro has this kind of like country sounding vibe to it. I even like the intro. And like all the rest of them, like it barely has a skip for me. I'm gonna give it another listen or two, just like I'm gonna do with Iceman. But so far, I like this album over Iceman. I really do. Even though I was anticipating Iceman, because I think nobody else knew that, you know, how these like albums were sound or whatnot, or that these albums were coming out besides Iceman. It's like, I really do like it. I feel like it's the best so far. I haven't listened, like I said, I haven't listened to Maid of Honor fully, like really gave time to really listen to it. But so far, between the first 2, Iceman and this, I feel like this was the better sounding one. It really was. I could see, honestly, I feel like this sounds like something that maybe like what's his name, Tory Lanez would have probably did. I could see him and Tory Lanez doing a collab album that sounds like this. I feel like it would probably sound fire. Like it'd probably be dope as hell, you know. But yeah, man, I really did like it. I felt like I don't think it overstayed its welcome. I'm not gonna say that like I could have wanted more tracks to it. I felt like 11 tracks was perfect for this. If it needed more tracks, maybe like 2 or 3 more tracks, but I'm honestly fine with the amount of tracks that was on this album, and I'm glad that I gave it a listen, other than taking everybody else's word or whatnot. But I know it's a lot of people that are major fans of Drake and really listen to Drake's music and dissected the other like albums and stuff. And I've never really been a hard fan of Drake where I've listened to a lot of his other albums, so I don't have like too much to compare it to. But as far as just this on its own, I feel like, yeah, was it something that was worth waiting for? I would say no. I feel like this album we probably could have got within the last 2 years. That's what I truly feel. But I did like it nonetheless. If I were to rate it, give it a ranking or a rating within a 5-star rating, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. At least a 3.5. But I will be sticking with a 4 out of 5 because I really did like it. It surprised the hell out of me. I don't know how a lot of other people think. I'm pretty sure they feel the same way that they feel about Iceman and maybe Maid of Honor. But this one I really did like. And then I looked up the name of Habibti. It just basically means my love, my darling, in Arabic. So with this being an R&B feeling, it makes sense with the name, this and that, and I really did like it. I think somebody had told me, I think it was like my brother or somebody had said that this is like more the international. I'm like, it don't really sound international. I think Maid of Honor would be probably like the more international sounding one, because this was R&B, like through and through. This was R&B, more singing than even rapping. But yeah, like I don't know, I came out in, like I said, surprised that I really did like it. And I'm looking forward to listening to it again because it was a really good put together project. But yeah, those are my thoughts. surprising those are my thoughts. I'm not a complete Drake hater. Give it, you know, I give him his props, his kudos when it's deserved and everything else. I just hate the shit that he does. But other than that, I enjoyed this one. Yeah, and if you guys like this, like what you heard and everything else, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, comment, do all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out.